I'm so jacked right now. I know it doesn't look like it. If you feel it, feel my arm, feel it.
That's impressive,
Yeah,
dude.
right?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that is impressive. Yeah.
I know. Oh, great. We didn't get that on fucking camera.
That should be the opening.
Something's burning, something's burning, something's burning.
Can I tell you, I did television for 9 years, but probably more than that. And I never liked the cleanness of television. I always liked the sloppiness. Like I loved when when Bourdain would do a show and you'd see him go, the sound guy break the third wall. I loved that.
Yeah.
And no one ever liked that. And I feel like that's all I do in podcasting and something's burning.
I used to love when Attell would just, on Insomniac, would just talk to the camera guy and shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I have a cameraman who interjects his opinions at times. I was doing a podcast with this man right here. We're doing it with Mark Norman, his favorite human being in the world. And in the middle of the podcast, he says, "Bert, stop talking. You're talking too much. Let Mark talk." And I was like, wow, man, be careful what you wish for. Hey, guys, brand new episode of Something's Burning. Two of the best comics in the business. Two of the best comics in the business. Does it feel like that to you?
No.
For real?
The way he said no is even sadder than the way I said no.
Brian Simpson, Sam Morril, the fucking two guys I've been lucky enough to
And
work
now
with.
you just push the YouTube comments to be like, they're not two of the best.
Guys, leave it in the comments. Let them know what you think of their acts, and them personally, their appearance, everything. Just really litter the comments. Turn the comments off.
This is like when you bring a comic on stage, you're like, this guy's my favorite. And then they just go up and you're like, now they're going to fucking hate me.
Secret time? You gotta edit the name out.
I feel like you say that every time I'm on a podcast with you.
I know. But here's the thing: when we started doing podcasts, that was the fun. You just say it, and then that's why podcasting got so big. Is because people were like, "Dude, did you hear what he just said?"
Right.
And you'd be like, "Oh shit!" Yeah. Secret time. This is I'm telling you everything you need to know about this, and this is revealing a little bit of my ego and a little bit of the way a comic works. Montreal. I'm no one. I'm nothing. I'm not on New Faces. I'm just there to do a bullshit spot that my manager got me that you could tell they were like just trying to make sure I believed in myself. You know, that kind of spot. And so that's the name you got to edit out. Is hosting, and he comes up to me, and he goes, "This next guy's one of my best friends." And as we shake hands and I'm coming off stage, he goes, "I put you over. I told him when you're one of my best friends." And I was like, and I didn't know him. And I was like, where am I at my career? Where this guy's going, this should help your career. He's one of my best friends.
Now it's the opposite. Now if you know him, you're like, I'm fucked.
It's crazy, yeah. But I remember that feeling of going like, right before I went on stage, like, hey, I put you over. I told him you're one of my best friends. And I thought, and I was like, how's everyone doing? Oh, this is the saddest moment of my life.
I put you over. It's disgusting.
Ooh.
Well, now he brought you up and said that you had to be like, I barely know this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to trash him for that one.
Are we going to have a cocktail?
Yeah.
I'll do it, yeah.
Oh, fuck yes. I've been dying to try this.
Bodega Cat Whiskey, baby. BodegaCatWhiskey.com.
Sam Morril and Mark Norman's whiskey.
Yeah, dude.
That is 45% alcohol, 90 proof. It's a rye. Now, do you know the difference between a rye and a whiskey?
Yeah. Bourbon is a little sweeter. It's it's corn based versus grain based, and it's a good rye. Everyone's got a bourbon.
Is the story on the back bullshit?
Oh my God! Please say it has origin stories of these two.
Bodega Cat Rye whiskey is 95% rye and 5% malted barley mash bill. It's distilled in Indiana and is meant to be an approachable blah 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 blah. It doesn't have anything about like.
From brought to you from one man who barely knew his father. Like, these men know whiskey, and another man lost his virginity to a 55-year-old woman when he was 16. These men know wanting to get drunk.
It was made between, like, in the vortex of the loneliness and.
Hey, I got to tell you something about this whiskey. It's gonna put this podcast over.
Oh fuck! Let's try it.
Let's try it.
I've been so excited. I saw.
You were when we talked about who we were most excited to have try it. It was you.
Really?
Yeah, well, you're the dude we think of. Like, I remember the first weekend we worked together. You were taking like a light drinking weekend, and you were still drinking me under the table.
We were drinking at that Hooters watching the Knicks game.
You inspire me, Doug. I'm gonna make my own whiskey called Father's Approval.
It's a good name for a whiskey.
Yeah.
That's a good name for a whiskey.
Although you never want to hear a woman order it. I'll have some father's approval.
Yeah.
Well, I guess my night's over.
Can we get 2 daddies proud of you, please?
Two daddies, brother. Daddy issues. I love. So today, today's whole thing is planned after because I was hoping you were bringing Bodega Cat.
Yeah.
If you hadn't, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Is a real man's day, like a real because you guys are both men. Like you're both men. You're not like I don't think you.
I guess you haven't talked to my ex-girlfriend recently.
Yeah.
But,
By the way, I just worked out hard as fuck. So
I
that
have not
could
eaten
drink.
today, and I'm on muscle relaxers, so this will be interesting.
Okay.
Oh, I love muscle relaxers.
They're the best.
They really are the best. Gentlemen, cheers.
Cheers.
To you guys blowing up and being the biggest comics in the world and not forgetting me, okay? Please.
Oh, that's pretty damn good. That is
It's
pretty
a good whiskey.
I like that.
That's smooth, right?
I like that.
Smooth. It's got a little slight sweetness to it.
I like the way you said that. It's good whiskey. Like that's like if I'm having sex. This is a big dick, right? Like
Yo, this is better than Proper 12.
I've never had.
is
Is
that
that Proper
Conor
12's
I was disappointed with that when it first came out.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
for real?
Yeah.
Proper 12's Conor McGregor's whiskey?
Yeah. It's gotten a little better since, but
Well, here's a question. Because I get brought products. I was going to start a vodka company, do a vodka line years ago. And they brought me like 20 vodkas, and we did a huge tasting. I got fucking wasted, and I couldn't tell what I liked or didn't like. Now, I understand vodka is a little different.
That's when you're supposed to get wasted at a tasting. Mark and I didn't know that. We're fucking idiots. So when we were drinking this, we were sampling like 9 different whiskeys to make Bodega Cat. We didn't realize you're supposed to spit it out after each sip.
Oh,
That's
for
how you're
real?
supposed to do a tasting, and we got fucking hammered.
Really?
And we're
I
like,
got
I think this
fucking
is the one.
lit.
Well, no,
I was like, I like the last one.
well, look, Tom took me when I was with him in Kentucky. We went to this fancy ass restaurant,
Yeah.
and they brought us whiskey, and the guy like taught me how to like properly swirl it and taste it. And you're supposed to like get your mouth. You're supposed to put it in your mouth and let it burn your whole mouth and swirl it around.
Oh, Tom does rich
Like
guy
that's
shit.
supposed to prepare you to prepare your palate.
I have a whiskey, and I'm drinking whiskey wrong. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
I
I'm
don't know
eating
what
pussy wrong.
Oh well, you're probably definitely doing that. yeah.
By the way, I was for a very long time.
Why aren't there pussy eating classes?
Oh,
There
my.
are.
You just came.
Are they coming out right now?
If they have a pussy eating class,
There should be a pussy eating class, right? There's
yeah,
no.
it's like the way they do,
I'll tell you why, 'cause guys don't give a shit
CPR.
enough.
But there's
to go.
There's
That's
no.
I would take a pussy eating class, just
Would
a
you?
refresher class.
Yeah.
Just like I do my patty certification.
Bro, it can't be that hard. It's like if you can figure out like a 27 hit combo in a fighting game, you can figure out how to fucking eat. Like there's no reason you should be eating bad pussy. You should like obviously there's levels to it.
Yeah.
It's something you just don't have the mouth dexterity for certain other people, but you shouldn't be horrible at eating.
Can I have
Yeah.
I have a weird question. So they say there's I talked to a guy at the Comedy Store, Josh. You know Josh?
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a lisp.
Okay, yeah.
And I was having drinks with him one night, and I said, "Have you ever thought about going to like a speech pathologist?" He said, "You know, Rogan actually said I should go to a speech pathologist." And he goes, "The reason this happens is I have like a lazy tongue. My tongue isn't as strong as the average tongue, so I need to strengthen my tongue. And if I strengthen my tongue, I'll talk better." My question is, do you take guys with lisps, teach them to eat pussy? That's their exercise, and then they talk better. Does that make sense?
That sounds like it could work.
It sounds like it could
That's
work.
so crazy. It just might work.
Yeah, like-
I have a bad neck too, so it's like, I mean, I'm counting them. If a woman's taking a long time down there, I'm counting the fucking minutes.
Yeah,
real?
dude.
Oh yeah, I have a bad neck.
Oh, I do a thing with
I'm
my
on a muscle
finger,
relaxer.
that little come hither thing, and there's sometimes where I'm like, I could fucking play lead guitar in a band. I've got some fucking dexterity.
Oh, dude, you could make it like instead of Something's Burning, you have a show called It's Going Down, right? It's dudes with lisps learn how you hire porn stars to see where they mesh their progress.
Yeah, I wonder if wouldn't it be great if they, you know how they have those punching games at the thing?
Fingering at the
If
arcade.
if they had a fingering game where it's a fleshlight.
Kids would be good.
And just
If
people
you
go
win
in there,
tickets?
and you just watch the dong 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 See, why aren't we creating video games?
That's a video game, dude. That's someone because let me tell you something. That's a fun game too. If a woman's like, if she's coming, that's exciting. But if she's just sitting there like reading a book, like I can wait. You know, like it's fun either way.
All right, I'm starting with. So I'm gonna make potatoes au gratin, steak, and a spinach and a creamy spinach.
Oh, you make a steak?
Yeah, I make a steak. Omaha steak.
What does that mean? Oh. It's the meat's from Omaha, or you gonna do some kind of some different shit to it?
Are you familiar with Omaha steak?
It's just good steak, right?
It's good steak. So Omaha steak is a steak delivery place. They deliver frozen steaks to your house. They have steaks, they have chicken, they have the best hot dogs you've ever had in your life. No fucking joke. The best hot dogs you've ever had. They've got tarts. They've got all this stuff. They deliver it. I have an emotional connection because when I moved to New York, when you move to New York, it's like there's two types of people. There are people that can afford steak and the people that just don't eat steak, right? Because especially when you're a broke comic, my grandmother would send me boxes of Omaha steak, and that would be my treat to myself was an Omaha steak. And so like I kind of have a soft place in my heart for the company and then when you travel, next time you do Omaha and you do the Funny Bone in Omaha.
I'm there this weekend.
Go through the airport, right on the left, you'll see an Omaha steak thing. They're like, hey, send you home with some steaks, pick up a fucking couple steaks, bam, bam. Their fillets are phenomenal. We'll be each having a fillet. All right, so what we gotta do is we gotta thinly slice. These things are awesome. This is like a julienne, right? Julienne? Mandolin, this is a mandolin. And you thinly slice, but you gotta be careful because you cut the tip of your fingers off. Have you ever used one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lost fingertips.
Really?
A lot, and never told anyone to just serve the meal. And been like, I'm in there. So we're gonna cook it in this.
I'm in there.
We're gonna cook it in this. That's totally normal. And
it is funny when people use like a different. There was that politician, Fred Thompson. He was on Law and Order and shit. He was a Republican, and
he was on Law and Order.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he was a Republican. He ran for president in like 2008 or something. And one of the stories that he used to go to rallies. He would take a limo to a rally, and then he would get out 3 blocks away and get into a beat-up Jeep.
Really?
To connect with people.
There was that thing. I remember the first time. I remember. This is a funny, like talking about Rogan. I remember there was a period where Rogan cared about, like he was like, I'm not a watch guy. I don't give a fuck about watches. I'm not flying in a private fucking jet. What kind of fucking jackass flies in a private jet? I remember saying that he was famous. He goes, I'm not fucking famous. And if I'm not famous, you're not fucking. You can find these these are episodes we did. And now, I remember the last time I was with him, I was like, what's the difference between $10 million and $300 million? And he goes, a lot. I said, really? And he goes, yeah, a lot. And I just kind of stared off in space. I was like, I would love to be able to stare off in space like that.
You know what? It's not how much money you have. It's how much money people think you have. That's when you got to start flying private and all that. Because motherfuckers won't let you travel. You know what I mean?
Also, picture him going through airport security. That's like a thing.
How often do you guys get recognized?
It's starting to happen more often now. Like it used to be every once in a blue moon, and now it's like once or twice a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting to the point that I can't go to this gay bathhouse anymore. Because I'm just worried it's going to be a story. So,
I can't go. I feel like I can't go to strip clubs anymore. No lie. Because I like to get fucking loud and loose.
You steal all the attention from the strippers?
Hey, I work the stage just like she does.
Yeah.
And the last time we were there, people were videotaping me. And I was like, oh, this isn't a good look.
Also, are they allowed to videotape in a strip club?
That is out the door. Back in the day, you could not bring a camera into a strip club. Nowadays, they're fucking videotaping. Like, people have their phones out. I've not gone to a strip club where the dancers didn't want to get pictures with me, or people didn't want to get pictures, and the guy just greenlights it. He goes, yeah, sure, take pictures.
I remember once in Milwaukee, I went to a strip club with the comics after a show. We thought it'd be funny, and we walk in, and I take my phone out just to like look at my phone. They're like, put that phone away. And I'm like, you think I want to remember what these strippers look like in Milwaukee? I'm not trying to photograph any of this, I promise you.
Yeah, I was in a strip club in Ireland. I love strip clubs. I was in a strip club in Ireland, and I had a camera. And I knew how to use it, and I was taking pictures, like really artsy pictures. And I was like, meaning I knew how to use it. Like I knew how to extend the focus and kind of make like cool fucking, and the lights were cool. So I had it like down there. I was taking awesome pictures. The stripper goes, what you doing with the camera? I said, oh, I'm taking pictures. And she goes, let me see. And then she's like, that's me arse. No, you can't take that. And she took my camera from me. I was like, oh, that's an expensive camera. Yeah, that same day I gave Mike Calta, I was with Mike Calta, and I gave him all the money in my pocket, and I said, do not let me get a lap dance. And I gave him $600.
And then you heard the Irish person speak, and you're like, no worry about me getting hard in here.
I have bad luck at strip clubs, man. The
they
last
keep getting pregnant.
No. So the last 3 times I went to a strip club, first, two times I was leaving the strip club, 3 o'clock in the morning. Both times, the person that was driving seemed a little drunk to me, and I was like, you good? And they were like, yeah, and then we got in car accidents. That happened twice.
Whoa.
And then I was like, I'm never going to a strip club again. And then recently at a comedy festival, somebody talked me into this comic named Paris Sachet from DC. She talked me into going to a
By the
strip
way,
club.
that sounds like a stripper name.
No. She's a
Paris
comic.
Sachet?
Yeah.
No, I know Paris.
Her name's Paris Sachet?
Paris,
That's a
yeah.
badass fucking name.
Yeah, she funny as shit too.
Really?
Yeah. And she
Irish?
No. She's black.
No
She's
shit, Paris Sachet is black.
Yeah. Yeah, and she actually she
Am I the only one getting that?
yeah, but she talked me into it because like she's like life of the party shit, right?
Yeah.
She
I
talked me
gotta
into
meet
it.
Paris Sachet.
Yeah, we go to the strip club. We're at a comedy festival, so it's like 6 or 7 of us. We go to the strip club. Everyone's partying, and I had a bunch of cash in my pocket. I don't know from what. Oh, I took out a bunch of cash, and in one of my pocket I had a stack of hundreds, and in my other pocket I had a stack of ones. So I got like 200 ones from the front, and I was all fucked up. And at the end, I was like, fuck it, and went to reach in my pocket and throw all the ones. And when I got back to the hotel, I realized I'd thrown like $1,500.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so I was like, I'm just cursed, like strip, because I'm not, I'm never in my right state of mind. It's always 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Something bad always happens. I did have fun though, but.
I went to a strip club called Valley Dolls here in the Valley when I was young, and I remember there was I think about this chick a lot. She had Cholita tattooed on her stomach, among many other tattoos.
Cholita?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Young gangbanger
Okay.
of sorts. I think. I don't know. You're not allowed to say cholo. I got in trouble for saying cholo one time at someone. I said something about, oh shit, I'm making the roux and I don't want to break this. God damn it. So this is a roux. What you do is you add butter, flour, and milk, and then you add cheese, and it's almost like, that's how you make mac and cheese if you're gonna make like legit mac and cheese. This is the wrong pan to do this.
I feel like you're good at a lot of shit.
I'm surprisingly I'm just better at things than people expect.
Do you think it's a low bar? Is that what it is?
I think I said it. So when I was in college,
I do feel like you're good at stuff.
when I was in college, I had a very definable moment, and it was when they had to sign up for intramural softball.
Yeah.
And I played competitive baseball my whole life. I was really into baseball. And I watched people sell themselves better than they were. And I was like, that doesn't seem like a smart idea in my opinion. And then, so I didn't sell myself that way. And I went out and played, and I was way better than fucking anyone on that team. And I was like, oh, that's a good way to go about, I remember thinking that's a good way to go about life. It's almost like a Bill Murray-esque way to look at things, is like, sell yourself as the fool, sell yourself as like low expectations, and then deliver high. And I think part of that kind of leans into why I take my shirt off on stage. I think people think, well, what the fuck is this? And then when you go, I'm actually a legit comic, then people are like, well, I didn't expect that. I was cool because I did Rogan for so many years. And I think people thought I was just a guy on Travel Channel that was friends with him. And then when I started touring, they were like, oh, he can legit do stand-up. And you're like, yeah, that's what I do.
I remember a clip of you, I forget what, you were on a network show, it was like a talent show.
Yeah?
And you went to shoot a bow and arrow, and like everyone thought you were full of shit.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep. Oh, I definitely remember that. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. This holiday season, do something special for the special person in your life. You. Give yourself a gift to raise your spirits, and not just for the day. The holidays can be a really tough time. Managing family dynamics, racing from one thing to another, braving the cold, dark weather. It's normal to feel down. Having someone to talk to about it, about how you're feeling and what you can do about it, is truly a gift. I've been in therapy for quite a while. I do online therapy. Way before I even heard of BetterHelp, I preferred online therapy. For me, it made life easier for me. And what's great, especially throughout this holiday season, is when something dings on you, you write it down, you bring it up in therapy, and it helps. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It could not be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless search for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com/burning. That's betterhelp.com/burning. When I'm not doing something's burning, I still cook. I eat. I don't know if you know that, but I'm a big eater and I love cooking my meals. I'm a big egg guy. And when I use Made in Cookware, I can feel the difference. I can also taste the difference. Made In's award-winning non-stick cookware has a double layer of professional grade non-stick coating. Made In's carbon steel cookware can handle up to 1200 degrees and is perfect for cooking on your stove, grill, or even an open flame. Plus, an extensive collection of knives, bakeware, glassware, plateware, and more. I love cooking on this stuff. It's nice when you have confidence when you reach into your drawer and pull out something that you're gonna cook on where you know you're not gonna have your eggs stick to it, you're not gonna get frustrated, and you're gonna deliver a great meal to your girls while they're home from college. Something's Burning listeners get 15% off full-priced items from Made In. For full details, visit madeincookware.com/burning. That's madeincookware.com/burning. Brian, can you stir this for me?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I need you to do, okay? There we go. Just keep stirring, just keep whisking. As I unload the rest, I'm gonna do real quick. We're in the fucking, Sam's taking a piss. Here we go. Watch this. This is the beauty of a mandolin. Is you just fucking pound it out.
Yeah, that's essential.
Yup. Then there we go. We got onions. Are you rolling on this? Sam's taking a piss. Then we go more potatoes. I'm coming to you in a second, Brian, I promise. This is good teamwork. Did you cook growing up?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I cook steaks all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah, Rachel knows. I get down.
What's your go-to thing to cook?
Steak and potatoes.
Really? That's what I'm making you.
Yeah.
Watch this, more onions, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll do one more potato.
Dude,
And then you say,
look at this.
I think that's probably good. Onion. I mean, I think that's probably pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah.
And then you keep stirring. And then let's put the cheese in there. And then we take this, we throw this. Presentations.
That smells awesome.
It smells really good. Look at that, look at that.
Damn.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna turn you off. Here, I'll take it from here. Thank you, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know anything about Brian's story growing up?
Not really.
Ooh, one of the most fascinating stories. I told it to someone the other day. We were talking about meeting parents for the first time, and Brian goes, "Oh, I'm really good at meeting parents for the first time." I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, I grew up in the foster system. I met a lot of people for the first time."
That, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him a little bit if you could, Brian.
Yeah. I was a foster kid and kind of bounced around PG County, Maryland. You know, and then joined the Marine Corps to get up out of there. Ended up out in California. Started doing stand-up in San Diego. Somewhere in the middle there, I worked at the Pentagon.
You worked at the Pentagon?
Yeah. I worked at the Pentagon for almost 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't good at it.
What do you do? Just check to make sure it's 5 sides?
Right. I just it was that kind of job where it was like it was all these requirements for a job, and then you get the job, and then they like, oh, I could teach a fucking child how to do this.
I wonder how many jobs you could teach a child to do.
Oh, so many.
I mean, acting for sure.
If these
Okay,
fucking liberals
acting.
didn't ban child labor, no, that's fine. Yeah, but you could probably teach a child to do most jobs.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like this should be.
Customer service.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, robots do it, right?
Yeah, robots do it. People that barely speak English do it.
Yeah.
My dad one time, I heard him on the phone. My dad's a pretty diehard liberal, and he's getting frustrated, and then finally he goes, "Can I speak to someone that speaks English?"
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Well, that's the first step, Dad."
It's deep down inside us all, where you're just like,
Well, it's interesting is that we are one of the only countries that kind of is like, no, don't worry about it, you know.
Yeah.
I think this should be. I hope this is gonna be
That
good.
looks fucking good, dude.
Yeah, but it needs to. I think we're gonna bake it and it'll fall down in it, right, Stace?
Yeah.
the cheese will fall down into the potatoes?
Yeah. Let's throw this. What I'm gonna do? Let's throw this in the oven at 400, and it's just gonna go. Either that, or we're gonna have some fucking hardcore raw potatoes. Let's make this. Let's make the cream spinach. Then we'll make some steaks. We'll have another whiskey.
I'm pumped.
I love it. So when you make the whiskey, when you do a whiskey, do you
Yeah.
have? I remember the guys at the Daily Show did a whiskey, and it's like, Dad, how does that work? I know
The Comedy Central?
I think back when it was like Jon Stewart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
I just did it, and I just did the Daily Show. I had a good time. He's an awesome
I
guy.
saw you on the Daily Show.
Yeah.
What's Trevor like? Is he like?
He's like a hot cat. I don't know. He's just like a hot person. He's just like a handsome man.
Oh yeah.
No, he's so nice, man. They, you know what's funny? They cut out a joke on there. I was bummed. They cut out I think they just probably didn't want to deal with this person on there, but
What was the joke?
I
won't cut it out, or I will. I don't
no,
care.
you don't have to cut it out. I don't think it was him. I think it was probably we don't want to deal with this. But I had a trans joke go viral.
Right, those
But it was a
Trans
pro-
Ams are getting a raw end of the stick. Is it about Trans Ams or what?
No, it was a pro-trans joke. So I think that's why it went viral.
Oh.
It's because it was a positive trans joke. And then what happened was all these trans people were like, you know, you're our guy now, we love you. And of course I see that and I'm like, uh-oh.
That was a bad news.
Yeah.
Guys, I wouldn't check my history.
But no, but they were writing all this nice stuff. And then this one person who you remember that person who tried to end my career in 2013?
Did you ever hear the story?
I do not. I have no idea what that
Well, I told a joke that was, I told some dicey jokes, and they were jokes though. And then this person tried to kind of, cancel me, and she wasn't canceling much in 2013, whatever. But, they were trying to, got picked up by legit websites like Jezebel and Salon, like they had followings. And she's one of the people, all these people were like, he's our guy now, whatever.
Oh my God.
She was like, she's now a man, which is fine.
What?
She got a sex change.
Wait, the person.
The person who was trying to cancel me, and she was like, he's actually a terrible person because of what he did in 2013, these jokes he made. And the joke I made in the Daily Show, I said, yeah, but you were a man in 2013. Isn't it possible that I'm a slightly different man? And I mean, for that joke to kill on the Daily Show, it's got to be a pretty decent.
Good.
Yeah, but they probably were like, we don't want to deal with this person.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they were like, fuck it, but they were like, we don't want to deal with it. But I was like, oh man, that was like my
It's like
my best line of the.
You're the personification of people can
so
change.
Yeah, people can change. People can change.
Yeah, not every change has to be so drastic.
God, that's a fucking really funny. That's a really. People can change. That's so fucking good.
Because that's kind of it's like a weirdly progressive joke that I'm throwing back on her, right? I don't get mad when they give you feedback, as long as they're not trying to just be offended and it's constructive. Like I remember before I taped an album in 2015, I had a joke where I said the word tranny, and she goes, hey, we're fine with you say that, but just a heads up, we have a trans kid, it's a slur. Like, if you just change it to trans, the joke still works. And I was like, cool. And
I don't
did.
mind that.
And I was like, cool, thanks for telling me.
I had a joke where I go, you want to hear something racist? I thought that was the lead-in.
Yeah.
But there was like, they don't make baby powder for black people. How racist is that? They should make, when you put it on, you got to ghost ride the whip. Like when we put it on, it blends in. They should make different shades of baby powder for black people. Call it Magic Johnson & Johnson's. And that was a joke. And this black woman got really upset. And then another black woman said, just don't start it with, you want to hear something really racist. She goes, as a black person, I hear that and I go, fuck this guy. And I was like, oh, I thought that was the hook.
What, you just going, you know what's crazy?
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
hear something fucking crazy?
Well, what's wild to me is like the people that are like, I never regretted a joke. I'll never apologize. Like
I regret my first hour.
That's psycho.
I regret my first hour. I regret my first album. I regret a lot of stuff. Well, I regret bad comedy. I mean, that's what I regret, is like lazy comedy of of not being confident on stage, not knowing how to handle situations, and wanting to be the cool guy and be the edgiest dude in the room and not care. Like, I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be Attell. I didn't realize Attell had brilliant jokes that he was telling. Attell wasn't just being edgy for edgy's sake, which was what I was doing.
I've said it on many podcasts. I think he's the best comic I've ever seen.
I almost wore an Insomniac
He's
shirt.
the top of the.
I remember I used to open for him all the time. I remember we were leaving Tarrytown, and he used to bring me on stage, and like going up with Dave, you're just like, well, I'm just not going to hold my own. He's the best. He's going to beat me to any funny line, and you know he gets bored, so he brings you up. I remember we're leaving, we're driving back, and he goes, "I'm such a fucking hack," which is like, first off, the wrong people have self-esteem. David Tell thinks he's a hack. And he goes, "I'm a fucking hack." And I said, "What are you talking about? We all think you're the best." And he goes, "Well, I'm better than you guys." He would have so many funny burns where you'd be like in shock how good he was. I remember like, I was smoking a cigar outside the cellar one night, just having a cigar. It was my birthday. I was with Mike Vecchione.
You guys want a cigar?
I'll smoke a cigar with you.
Let's do a fucking cigar.
Yeah,
also.
because it's.
Let's be real fucking men. Let's be real fucking men.
But I'm smoking a cigar, and Dave just comes out of nowhere, and he goes, "Hey, Sam, you had a good set, but it wasn't that good."
Gentlemen, big, thick ring gauge.
Yeah, this is a massive.
It might be a little more than. This might be a fucking.
This is.
Do you want to do a smaller cigar? Is that maybe?
I mean, I don't know if I'm
you
gonna
just
finish
took
it.
out the plastic.
Oh, I don't care.
Let's just do it.
Want to do a smaller one?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we're here. What the hell?
Where's
These are Cubans?
No.
It says Cubana here.
That's La Gloria Cubana is the brand.
That's a great idea to just say you're Cubana but not be Cubana.
Yeah.
Dude, see, that's the thing.
I call my dick black.
He put the manly label on us, and then I look like a fucking pussy when I
I know. I'm flying back today. I'm gonna be fucking.
You're flying back today?
Yeah, dude. I was just here for I've been on the road every week. I need to be home for a couple days. The road. You get that
When
road burn,
I saw
man.
you in Austin, you were like, "I've never taken days off."
I don't take days off. I gotta really fucking
Like,
work on that.
But now I'm 40. I'm like, I need fucking some time off.
I know.
Yeah. Try being 50. I turn 50 next month. God, this looks fucking good.
God damn it, dude. That does
This
look
looks
good.
really fucking good. Do we have a lighter? Are we gonna smoke the fuck out of this room right
What
now?
is it? Drink an Old Pal or something? It's like a Negroni but with whiskey instead of.
This isn't gonna work. You need like a torch, right?
No, you can do
You
that.
can pull it off.
You gotta roll it. Here, watch. Let me show you. So, hit it.
He's doing it.
This is really gonna put me over.
That looks pretty nice, dude. I don't normally do
This is about to get
cigars,
smoky as fuck. Can I tell you the one thing I would change about myself? I would have worn sunscreen as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Never once wore sunscreen in my
too.
fucking life. You do?
Yeah, because there's this misconception that black people don't need sunscreen, and it's not
do
true.
need sunscreen?
Yeah, we have the most skin cancer of everyone because everyone thinks that. We don't have to use it.
For real?
For real.
I've never heard that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we have the highest instance of of melanoma.
Am I good? Is this lit?
You need a little more on the edge. Yeah, right there.
Where can you get Bodega Cat? Just at bodegacat.com?
For now, but it's gonna be in stores soon, dude. And it's gonna be at the Comedy Cellar. They're gonna use it as their house whiskey, so it's like you order a Manhattan, use it an old fashioned, whatever. You're getting Bodega Cat at the cellar once we get legal.
Hey guys, it's Something's Burning. Oh, that's the inside. Okay.
There we go.
I love cigars. I love
Hey,
cigars.
hit me on the back right here on the back burner.
I love this. I feel like it's old school. Can I tell you the big thing? Parents were sending their kids to college with the morning after pill, like a
Good.
prescription.
Oh hell yeah.
I'll fucking do that if I have a kid.
Yeah, I'm for that. Yeah.
I'll do that if I have a boy. I'm gonna give it to him.
See,
Put it in
Put in the brownie.
Look,
Yeah.
Give them the Bill. What's it called when you put a morning after pill in their drink? It's not the Bill Cosby.
It's called being responsible. It's being smart.
Did you just put something in my drink? It's the morning after pill. You're welcome.
Yeah, man. I remember seeing that video of like when she was it wasn't Georgia. It was your youngest, I think.
Yeah, I love.
When she was old enough to curse, and they were like, he filmed it. And it was like, well, okay, so you old enough now, you can curse. What's your first curse word gonna be? And she looked back and forth between him
and Leanne?
and she was like, cunt.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah, that was her first pick. And
That's a good one.
And then, so you want to know the best part of that story is it goes viral on TikTok that night. 6 million people watch it that evening. And she comes and wakes me up first thing in the morning, pull it down. I go, what? She goes, I will not be the person who they dubbed that my saying cunt, and they'll dub me, and then I have no personality. I'm that fucking person. And I was
She
like,
hands you a drug test.
she's like, Dad, you got to take this.
You got it. I'm more worried about you.
I ain't had that kind of wherewithal when I was that little.
I did not at all.
Oh, dude, you didn't have to worry about social media. These kids now, like, this is a horrible time to be a kid.
Oh, it's
Because you're
horrific.
going viral for some shit
Going
like
viral
that you're that person. I think it should be required reading if you're on social media. You should have to read the book So You've Been Publicly Shamed. I think it's required reading because that mom mentality turns you into a fucking monster. You should have to know what that does to someone to team up on someone and and fuck.
You don't have a cast iron, Bert?
I do. Well, I don't know. Where's the other one?
This is a damn good cigar, by the way.
It's a good cigar,
Not
right?
that I know anything about cigars, but it's pretty nice.
Look at these steaks.
It's a pretty good whiskey too, if I say so myself.
Look at these steaks. Fucking Omaha steaks.
Whoa.
Oh hell yeah! What you seasoning with a little salt, pepper, garlic powder?
Can I tell you a cheat code I do? This is one of my favorite things to do. I take the Omaha seasoning that comes with when you get their seasoning, and I just dump that in a bowl, and I tell people I make it myself.
That's beautiful.
And then you leave it out. It's great
Let me
seasoning.
see that bottle.
You leave it out. It's got garlic, paprika.
Smells amazing.
Smells amazing. Onion, red pepper, green pepper, salt, pepper. It's fucking
I want to
awesome.
eat with you more often, dude. This is nice.
This is, I eat like this when I'm home. I eat like this all the time. But you just take it and then, you okay?
Well, yeah, of course. I sniffed.
You'll never leave LA, right?
No.
You love it. I gotta say, I'm not an LA guy. I don't like LA a ton, but the food here is outstanding. Like the amount of good restaurants here, man.
It's way better than Austin where they got Terry Blacks. That's it.
Are you kidding?
That's it they have in
I
Austin.
didn't mean to start a war here.
No, he's out of his mind.
I'm fucking with Tom
They're-
and Joe
they're-
who have sold this goddamn fucking hunk of rock like they have money invested in fucking Austin. The two of them.
They do.
There's a good restaurant. Like you could throw a rock and hit a good restaurant.
Some of the best restaurants
Austin's
I've ever
got great
had
food.
are in Austin.
No,
Yeah.
LA
What's the
and
red
Austin.
one? What's the red one we went to? Red one?
It's almost blasphemy to say this, but LA's got some fucking great Chinese food, dude. I'm a big Chinese food guy, and holy shit. And Austin's got great fucking food.
So here's the deal. Omaha steaks, and if you're making steaks at home, this is a great cheat code. Get a pan that can go in the oven. Heat up, get it very hot. You want to sear it 2 minutes on each side, and then once you put it on the second side, just shove it in the oven at 400, and it fucking cooks for 5 minutes, and you got a medium rare steak. Cheat code. And by the way, if I'm wrong, we got extra steaks to try to do it right.
You don't do butter?
No,
You don't you don't butter based?
I don't butter base, but we can. Do we have any butter?
Yeah, it's on behind you.
Is there butter in here?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, we can put butter in that bitch.
Yeah, just see. I'm interested to taste how you do it, but at this point, like once you flip them, not right now, but once you flip them, I throw the butter in with some thyme and rosemary, and I baste.
You
Ooh,
baste
a little
them?
time is underrated. with
Yeah,
a steak,
thyme
I
is
think.
so underrated.
Let's do that.
But you need
And
you need a spoon to baste.
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the butter in there. The olive oil will allow the butter not to burn. And we'll let the butter kind of kiss this bottom part. When we flip it, there will be butter all on the other side. We'll throw it in, do a little baste afterwards.
Let's see, yeah.
Boom.
Kiss it, dude.
What oil you use there? Olive or?
So I've been cooking a lot lately
Avocado?
with avocado
Oh,
oil
yeah.
because it's got a higher burn rate.
Yeah, I like that.
But
No-
olive oil is my go-to. We just went to Italy, and I dropped a fucking dime on the olive oils. Because they were like, yo, these olive oils are legit good. Like, you gotta try them out. We tried them, and I could taste the difference. And I was like, oh,
Good
I'm
olive
fucking-
oil?
Dude, I bought more olive oil than I did wine. So I was like, I'll go through olive oil.
Are you a big wine guy?
Big wine guy.
Wine is fucking great.
Wine.
I don't like there's like a weird thing. I remember I brought a wine on stage once and somebody in Indiana, some guy yells out, homo. Like, what, I can't have a wine?
It is a weird thing to bring on stage.
I don't give a shit. So I like to get a little sauce on that late show sometimes.
Yeah, I do too.
They are.
Where's the ashtray?
It's right.
We could use one of these right here.
Yeah, use that.
Something's burning.
Oh. And then we take it.
You want this?
What?
You want this?
That looks fucking good, Bert.
Sure. And then I'm throwing this in the oven with our. Oh my God, this looks fucking
Oh, that's
ridiculous.
nice. That looks dope, dude.
Dude, I'm really impressed with how. Hey Siri, set a timer for 6 minutes. I'm really impressed with the Siri function on this.
Oh yeah.
It really has come. Like I'm doing it.
Starting now.
God damn it. Tom
feel-
Cruise's
I feel
daughter's
like
fucked.
She was a little
Her
slow.
name's Siri.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
They named her Siri before.
That's
What
not why she's fucked, by the way.
Yeah.
I think there's other problems going on.
Right.
I think
Scientology?
Scientology makes sense.
Yeah. Sell it to me, buddy. Let's do it. Let's go clear right
it makes
now.
as
Here we
much-
go. You
it
ready?
makes-
You ready? I'm gonna pitch you Scientology.
It makes
okay?
as much sense
Let
as
me-
every other thing.
Let me do this real quick. Let
Sure.
me pitch you Scientology, okay?
Sure. No, they've got some big wigs. Hey, we are
Wait,
now.
are you a Scientologist?
Mm.
Oh wow, that would.
But I would be if you guys are out there. Hit me up. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
They got-
like, that's a fucking heartbeat.
They've got some big names.
Bert,
If you give me solace when I wake up in the morning, if I wake up going, so it doesn't go all
Bert,
black.
do you
I don't think it's that simple.
Bert, do
I
you
think
realize?
there's-
Do you realize what you just got yourself into? Because these motherfuckers are relentless. They will contact you.
Please, I'll tell you where I live.
Travolta's gonna be on the next episode of Something's Burning.
Oh right.
Dude, I'll do a Scientology episode.
It's gonna be
I will hardcore do a Scientology episode. Bring me
Cruz
in.
and Travolta, that's doing
Right.
Bobby Lee numbers.
You
Come
will
on.
not get one negative
Yeah.
word out of my mouth. I will listen. I will be up for a transition. You can do a zzz on me. Whatever you need to do. I'm fucking in.
Who
Here's the
is
deal.
Tom
I'm
Cruise? If you could have any guest in the show, is Tom Cruise number one?
No, it's Jennifer Aniston.
I would have Jennifer Aniston. I would have.
Tom Cruise would be a good guest though,
He probably would, yeah.
because he would just take over and start cooking, and you'd be like, I didn't know you could. He's like, I could do everything.
Dude, from what I know about Tom Cruise, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
Top to bottom. Here's the deal. I'm looking for
Great actor,
anything
too.
that gives me,
Come on.
anything that makes me happier, I'm in for. So like religion. If you can sell me a religion that I can fucking believe, that I can go like, I'm in. Like I talked to Bill Maher about it, and I was like, if you could give me a surgery that cut a synapse that made me doubt, the doubt synapse, the doubt synapse where you started going like, wait, no, if I just give my life to Jesus, then everything will be great. And I need to convert you guys. Then I would take that surgery tomorrow because that is the holy grail. That is the best way to live your life.
Like happiness.
Oblivious happiness.
Yeah,
like
but haven't
a
you heard the
priest.
expression "ignorance is bliss"?
I'm the most
Yeah.
ignorant person you'll meet. And I'm still not happy.
You're kind of happy.
I'm really happy, but like I wake up every morning with panic. I wake up every morning thinking, one day this ends. One day it goes to black. You can't stop it. You can't
The
fucking stop
panic is the
it.
hangover, dude.
No.
No?
It's the fear. It's the fear of death. So that's why I get up and it incites me to work out. It incites me to live. It incites me to work. That panic drives me. However,
I love the way that you're like, I'm scared of death. What are we doing today? Steaks, cigars, whiskey, butter, potatoes.
yeah,
I'm really scared of dying.
Right.
But
and I just talked,
Also heroin.
I just
Yeah,
talked
just
to the
heroin.
Church of Scientology and then contacting my manager.
Church of Scientology. Here's the pitch. Ready?
Yeah.
And by the way,
Yeah.
so I go to dinner with these guys, the Scientologists, one night. Me and my wife. This is a long time ago.
Really?
Right when we had little girls. I brought a gun to this dinner. Isn't that crazy?
You're like,
Swear to God, I
you're like
forgot.
Michael in The Godfather. You just stand up.
No. So Leanne said
Yeah.
I couldn't drink, and so we had a handgun. She had a handgun at the time, and it was unloaded. It was unloaded. I unloaded it, but
What
I
the
put
fuck,
it.
Bert?
I put it. This is okay.
What was the purpose of the handgun?
Just to feel something.
Okay.
So I put it in my waistband. And I went to dinner. It was a dinner at my house, okay, for the record. But I had it in my waistband the whole dinner, and I kept giggling to myself, going, "I have a fucking gun at this dinner,
Jesus.
right?" And so we weren't allowed to drink, so I needed something. And so I said to the guy, I said, "So you guys like believe in aliens and shit?" And he goes, "Well, it's kind of the thing." Leanne's like, immediately, "Why the fuck are you talking?" And he goes, "That's kind of it, but it's not all of it, but yeah, ultimately." And I go, "It's kind of crazy." And he goes, "Can I ask you a question?" And here's where he fucked me up. He's like, "What do you believe in?" And I go, "Like God, I guess." And he goes, "What's that? Like Jesus?" I go, "Yeah, I wear the necklace and stuff." And he
You
goes,
should have gone into a Kevin Costner Bull Durham speech, like the cock, high fiber, the hanging curveball.
So he goes, "So you believe like Moses split the Red Sea?" And I go, "Well, no, it's like, it's kind of like they try to punch it up to make it better. It's probably just a sandbar party." And he was like, He's like, you believe Jesus performed like 3 miracles or rose from the dead 3 days after? I go, no. He's like, it's probably a big hangover. And they're like, oh shit, you're up, And he was like, he goes, so you admittedly don't believe in your stuff? I go, no. I mean, I don't believe the Bible. You can take the Bible for word. And he goes, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah. He goes, do you think there's extraterrestrial life out there? And I go, 100%. And he goes, so admittedly, you already kind of believe in the shit I believe in. I said, yeah. And he goes, would you give it a chance? And I went, oh, you got me, motherfucker. That's how they get you. Because I do believe there's fucking intelligent life forms out there. I do actually fucking believe that. I really believe. Like, do you believe in aliens?
I don't know.
Do you believe in aliens?
I think there's probably some sort of other life out there. I don't know if they're like how we pick. But I don't think they look like in Mars Attacks or something.
They probably look like fucking Scientologists.
I think mathematically speaking, to think that Earth is the only place that life exists is kind of crazy.
Right.
There probably is. But
Exactly.
there's a big giant fucking leap from that to they visited here, wrote a book, and I haven't been back since.
But also, everyone's saying there's these highly intelligent life. Isn't there a possibility they come here and they're just like, duh? Isn't that a possibility? They just
punch him
like
in
that?
the dick again. Punch him in the dick. They enslave us, and all they do is kick us in the nuts. Ah!
Yeah,
look at the look on his face.
Well, like they made this fucking giant trip that was like millions of light years between stars just to be like, hey, the best way to live your life is to give these people 10% of your money.
So they're just managers?
Right.
You guys are trying to sell me a manager. They're aliens?
They're like,
no, dude. You know
aliens
what?
come back and they're like, can I get a piece of your podcast?
Hey, dude, how about
This looks
these managers? These aliens. Sorry, these aliens. We're always trying to find them. Like maybe it's good. Maybe they pass over us for a reason. Maybe they're not worth it. What if we're doing all this work to find this extraterrestrial life? I mean, that could end pretty fucking badly, right?
Maybe. I mean, that's where belief comes in.
Look at that crust.
I think we're going back in.
Yeah.
'Tis the season for clean balls. Ha la 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 la. Our friends at Manscaped are helping you clear the driveway for safe travels this holiday season. From stocking stuffers to white elephants, Manscaped's products are at the top of everyone's wish list. Grab some crop mops for pops or the body buffer for the holiday lover. Win this year's white elephant gift and help all the men in your life go from eggnog to nice hog. This December, save 20% off plus free shipping by going to manscaped.com/burning. Manscaped is one-stop shopping for all your holiday needs. The perfect gift is the Platinum Package 4.0. Plus, it's loaded with presents for perfect stocking stuffers. I'm telling you right now, they have great shampoo and body washes. I use them. We have them on the tour bus. I have them they're all I use. I absolutely love them. They've got downstairs deodorants, upstairs deodorants, you know what I'm talking about. Gels, exfoliants, absolutely everything you could ever need to keep it clean. But let me tell you right now, the Lawnmower 4.0, this electric razor with advanced skin-safe technology is a life changer and known for reducing nicks and cuts on Santa's sack. I'm telling you right now, you have to go to manscaped.com. This is the present to get the man who needs to trim his junk, okay? Save 20% off plus free shipping by going to manscaped.com/burning. That's right, 20% off plus free shipping by going to manscaped.com/burning. Manscaped, for a perfect gift that will be the holidays' biggest hit. I absolutely love the holidays. The lights, the songs, Santa, but finding the perfect gift for your friends and family can be tricky, especially when it comes to remembering their size or trying to keep up with the latest trends. Luckily, the steak experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to send unforgettable gifts from the heart that they are guaranteed to love. Just head over to omahasteaks.com and enter Burning into the search bar to order the perfect gift package. The perfect gift is exactly what it sounds like, a hand-picked assortment of Omaha Steaks' very best and most popular items for just $99.99. Items like their world-famous bacon-wrapped filet mignons and butcher-cut top sirloins. Plus, with every order, your recipient will also get 8 additional Omaha Steak burgers, totally free. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com and shop their gift packages starting at $99.99 and treat yourself to something tasty while you're over there, huh? It's a delicious way to make sure you get what you want, what you really want for this Christmas year. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak, it's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. Visit omahasteaks.com and find the perfect holiday gift for your friends, family, or yourself. Use the code BURNING.
But I'm pretty sure this lifestyle is slowly killing me. Like, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what are you talking about?
it's killing us all,
you know why? It's the same thing. So I realized that so I had I had some big time sleep apnea, right?
Yeah.
And I realized like I needed the machine because when you wake up like because you can't breathe in the night, it's dumping adrenaline because your body's reacting as though you were like drowning or whatever.
Yeah.
And the adrenaline deposits cholesterol in your arteries, so it's bad for you.
Oh,
You know what I
shit.
mean?
Oh, it's
So
really bad.
right. So then, but
shit,
but
I
when
didn't
you're
know that.
when you're on stage, that's the same thing that's happening. The adrenaline is kicking. That's why you're exhausted after 2 hours or 3 hours of set comedy because it's like,
Oh my God! And then of course there's like people coming in the green room, 400 people coming in the green room, and you're just like, I just did comedy. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit is bad. This shit is not like the best for your health.
Can you
don't think
imagine
so.
having to fuck those people?
Which
Like when I look at comics that fuck chicks on the road and I go,
yeah.
can you imagine having to fuck right now? Like I'm so tired, I just want to fucking have a
No,
drink and
I
talk
don't
about
really,
my set.
I don't really do it.
no, fucking,
I don't really do it.
fucking isn't what I'm afraid of. It's the having to connect afterwards.
Oh, that's the bad part, right?
Oh God, you
no,
want
the
to
penis
talk.
and vagina stuff is simple. It's the afterwards part. The
Oh, I heard a comic say the fuck. Oh, this was the most brilliant thing I've ever heard. The worst thing about a one night stand on the road is the next morning when the chick's like, so where do you want to get lunch? And I went,
well, that's what
I
a
just-
friend of mine said to me last night. He goes, you're getting lunch with someone, you're having sex with someone you wouldn't want to get lunch with.
yeah.
And that's really, I
Right.
mean, I do feel that way sometimes where you're like the night of, you're so filled with passion.
Is that
You're like-
better than having sex with than getting lunch with someone you wouldn't want to have sex with?
Say that again. I only have lunch with people I fuck.
A bad lunch versus set. Wait, what's the question again?
No, that doesn't add up.
Create more problems. Than
Because you don't want to have sex with someone you wouldn't.
No,
get
but
lunch
don't you
with.
feel that way? Like the night of, you're like filled with passion, and it's like great. Like the night of, I have thoughts like I'll fucking live in Cleveland. I don't give a shit. I'll move to Cleveland for this woman. And then the next morning, I'm like, if you died, it would mean nothing.
When the blood comes out of your
Isn't that
brain and
crazy?
goes into your dick, the things your brain says are so irrational.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I remember, do you remember, it's equivalent. If you're a young boy and you're watching this,
Yeah.
the feeling to be single and wanting to have sex is identical to when your parents let you stay home from school and they leave the house to you and you jack off 6 times. Do you remember that feeling where you're like, I'm jacking off all fucking day. This is what my thing.
Nothing in this home is safe.
I'm smoking a cigarette and jacking off. I'm jacking off in the out yard. I'm jacking off in the pool. I'm jacking off in the tub.
I used to jack off with my guy friends.
No way.
You didn't do that?
Never.
Really?
We thought it was gay to jack off. I actually had to come to terms with my sexuality because I was like, I can't stop jacking off.
You thought jacking off in and of itself.
Was homosexual.
Wow.
Because the church said,
Well, we kept it civilized. We like used pillows to shield ourselves, but we did it.
like,
Oh,
just look
so
over
just
the
in the
pillow,
same
like
room.
you're look over
Yeah,
the pillow
yeah.
like you're in a first class sleeper cabin. How you
Yes.
guys doing?
It was Delta 1 before Delta 1.
Delta 1.
No, we just had the porn on and we'd be watching and jacking off. And,
No,
You know,
that's New York. I'm gonna start pre-plating.
how many weeks in a row? It's a lot, right?
Yeah.
No, I can't remember the
this
last
last-
time I took a week off. It's fucking too much.
Man, this last one was with my family in my hometown,
In Maryland?
DC.
Where
Yeah.
did you play?
I played the DC Improv.
Oh, nice.
DC Improv's fucking amazing.
I've never done it, dude. It's like
Right.
everyone's got like an A room they've never done. That's the one for me. Oh, I'm pumped.
Oh man.
Oh, whoa, that's a lot of.
Dude.
That's the biggest lesson you can learn is put a little more of that in there. Is don't grab that now. I have done that so many times.
Yeah.
It's been in a fucking oven, and you're like, I'll just grab it real quick. Can I tell you one time? Do you know how like you knock a knife off the table and you go, whoa? And one time it stuck into my fucking foot, and I went, Leanne! She was like, that never happens. And I was like, no shit!
I've done that where you're chopping a jalapeno and you don't think and you scratch your nuts and then you're like, oh my God, my fucking nuts are on fire. I dip my balls in oat milk.
Are you serious?
I had to.
Did it
It was the
help?
only- it helps a lot.
Oh my God. Okay. Solution.
If your balls are on fire or your dick is on fire, dip them in oat milk. That doesn't work for sexually transmitted diseases, but it does for
It's
all-
white vinegar for those.
Yeah.
Just giving you a heads up, everybody.
Wow. I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude.
We got some creamed spinach.
You're a good host, Bert.
We got some creamed spinach. And I'm gonna pull out these.
Do you ever hear the Michael Jordan quote about a young player asked him, how did you get so great? And he thought it was gonna be like, I just outworked everyone. And he said, I learned to love the shit that I hated.
That's a Rogan fucking
That's
quote right there.
that's a great quote, right?
That's a Rogan quote. Like that's like a fucking.
Well, if you think about going to morning radio or doing like press in a way where you're like, you learn to love it, that changes your life.
I will never love morning radio.
Oh, I love morning radio. You got to drink on it. That's why. If you drink at morning radio, it becomes so much fucking fun.
Really?
Yeah. Bring a bottle in. Ooh, that's
If you drink at 7 a.m., you've got some problems.
Rachel's loving this. We argue about this all the time. I'm like, I hate that shit.
Oh,
No, morning radio, I learned to love it because I would just sabotage it. I would just make it go off the rails and I'd be like, well, this is funny for me because it's going horribly.
No, I just don't love it because it doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for you?
It works if you throw it off the rails.
Whenever I go to a club that wants me to do radio, I go to the audience and I go,
radio can help.
I go, who heard me on the radio?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's nobody. Then go, who heard me on Rogan? And they're like, Wah!
Right. And so I'm like, I'm just doing this for nothing.
Over there, sorry about that.
All right. I'm going to take a look at this and see what it looks like.
It looks phenomenal.
It looks good.
You're crushing it.
It looked good. You see this little kid? This is a little kid on Instagram named Chef Carter. And that's his catchphrase is, it looked good. He's like a 6-year-old chef. I mean, he put this shit to shame. Yeah.
What is it about like cooking TikTok that's so damn good?
I don't know.
I don't know why, but like
and then you throw children in there. You add cooking to adorable, and it's irresistible. I watch a little kid fuck up bacon.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And just be full of joy.
Or when they rate food, it's something very fun about it.
Oh yeah.
I love cooking shows. Like, I'll watch even the shitty ones. I'll watch Beat Bobby Flay. I'll watch Chopped. You got to get those guys on here, dude.
They have a deal at Food Network where they can't work with me. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Once he's out, he'll be out soon.
Bobby?
Yeah.
He was out for a second.
You got to get Bobby while he's out,
in.
dude. That's a good guest.
All right.
How about Guy Fieri? Can you get him or same shit?
Same shit. I love Guy Fieri. Are you kidding me?
What about Paula Dean? Can you get her?
She's available.
She was actually the person he was talking about. You said the N-word earlier? That was a friend.
All right. All right. Here we go. Where did my good knives go? I just got these knives. Sent to me by a fan.
What is she doing now? Is she just kind of chilling? Or what?
She's running plantation weddings. Check out these fucking knives.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Let me see.
A fan sent them to me, handmade. It says a machine on the side.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Yeah, can we credit this fan? Do we know who this guy is?
Should be written on the box.
Oh, Town Cutler.
Town Cutler?
Yeah, that's what it says on the
Dude,
other
this
side.
is, here you
I'm
go,
happy to
gentlemen.
drink more once I've had some carbs in me.
Please.
Thank you.
Right in, please.
This looks incredible, dude.
It looks fucking really good. I'm curious to see how the steak's cooked. And it is cooked fucking perfect.
I need a fork.
Perfect. Oh, you do need a fork. My bad. I'm so sorry. And by the way, these knives are gangster.
They're hella sharp.
They're hella sharp. Like, let me see.
That up again for me.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh
You
yeah.
crushed it, Bert. Holy
Perfect.
shit.
Yeah.
Look at
Perfect. Look at Sam's. Look at Sam's.
Look at that
Look at
shit.
Sam's.
Medium rare.
Easy peasy. Go to omahasteaks.com/burning.
Dude,
2 minutes on each side. A little butter, a little olive
That
oil.
is
Throw it in the
phenomenal.
oven for about 8 minutes, medium rare.
that is
and
phenomenal.
you can have a piece of heaven like this. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see the smoke coming
You're a
off it?
fucking good cook. These potatoes are phenomenal.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That is so good.
The greens pass, the steak pass.
Oh my God. What's up, buddy?
Bert is fucking low-key good at everything.
I think that comes from being supremely aware of what you're bad at.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
I know
everything
what I'm
is
bad
good.
at.
Everything is good.
I'm bad at not pouring another one of these. Man, Tim Dillon and Whitney are fucked. I'm gonna be hammered for them.
Oh, when are they?
Fucking 30 minutes.
Right after this?
In an hour. Whitney's picking my daughter up from school. She was like, hey, Isla's right by me. Can I just pick her up? And we were like, yeah, sure. And
This is amazing.
Dude,
These turned out way better than I thought.
Yeah, it's
nope,
amazing.
nobody's better on camera than her, man.
Whitney,
Yeah, she just flips a switch on camera.
she is money.
Yeah.
Here's some salt if you need it. I kind of undersalt things because of my blood
I need
pressure.
a napkin or something.
Here.
Oh, there we go.
Fucking.
I know, I think we're on the same meds.
By the way, Omaha steaks are fucking legit. That's a good filet right there.
Yeah, this is great.
Last thing I'm gonna say about Omaha steaks, you can do a gift package for a kid who just went to college, like my daughter, or my father-in-law, or my dad, and you can send them steaks. And what was great is during the pandemic, I loaded up on Omaha steaks. Leanne's like, what the hell are we gonna do with all these steaks? Pandemic hits, I swear to God, on the life of my children, we're in her garage, right?
As you're holding the knife, say, I swear to God, Leanne, I'll fucking...
She turns to me and goes, I was wrong, you were right.
Yeah.
And we ate steaks like fucking gangsters.
Wait a minute, your wife apologized?
One time,
Oh, okay. So, holy shit, that never happens.
my wife and my daughter, Isla, cannot apologize to save their fucking lives.
Yeah.
It was a funny story.
Women, am I right?
Yeah.
One time, Georgia and Isla get into a fight, and they're kicking each other, and they're fighting, fist fighting. And I pull them into the old kitchen. I go, hey, this is not how this works. This is your teammate. This is your little sister. This is your big sister. One day, Mom and I won't be here, and you are all you will have. You need to learn how to work things out. I go, Georgia, there is one thing you say to your sister right now. Georgia, sweet little kid, fucking thinks about it and goes, Isla, I love you, and I'm sorry. I go, fantastic. Isla, there's one thing you say to your sister right now. Isla looks at Georgia and goes, you are forgiven. She just walks away. I go, what the fuck? You're supposed to say, I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
You are
That's cold-blooded.
This steak, you killed yours.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's great, yeah.
This steak is fucking phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Dude, you're a great cook. I mean, that was like, I had high hopes just thinking you'd be a good cook, and you're fucking great.
Yeah.
Should we kill this bottle of Bodega Cat today?
I mean,
We
I would
should.
love to do like a Manhattan or something if you have vermouth or something. Do you have any of that shit? I would fuck around with a cocktail if we can. I'll make it too if we do it.
That's,
Yeah.
Dude, I did a gig in St. Louis recently, and you ever just get too adventurous on the road where I'm with Gary again. We find like this one cool restaurant in St. Louis, and was like, let's eat really well. And I don't know what came over me. I'm like, I'll have the rainbow trout. And yeah, it goes right through me to the point that we're going from this place to the gig. We call an Uber, and I'm in the car like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the gig. I think I'm gonna shit my pants. And Gary's like, oh fuck, dude, like what are we gonna do? And this has been like a hell gig all week. Like the night one of the gig, I get locked in the green room bathroom. So Gary's calling me on stage and I can't get out. It's locked. So I'm texting him like, can someone open it? And they're like, we can't open it. You got to kick the door. And
that happened with me and Cristela Alonso.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but I got stuck in the bathroom and I couldn't. I was so nervous I couldn't wipe right. She's like, ladies and gentlemen, Bert Kreischer. I was like, help! And I went up with shit on my ass. Keep going. Cristela, shut up, Cristela.
Oh, but they were like, we can't open it. Do you mind kicking the door? And I was like, do I mind? This is like my fantasy right here.
Yeah.
This is like every 80s like cop movie. You just kick the door. So I kick it in. But now it's just like the door, it's one of those sliding doors, so it's just the handle falls off, so I kick it, it jiggles, and then I just open it, and I'm like, that was kind of anticlimactic, whatever. But so I get
it open and it was a pocket door?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was disappointing. But then, so I'm going to the gig the next night, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make it to the gig. And Gary's like, dude, it'll be okay. And the Uber driver hears me panicking. He goes, oh, I had that last week. I shit everywhere, man. It was something pink. I was like, please stop it. You're not helping me right now.
This is a rainbow trout. Did you ever hear this? Go ahead.
Well, we get to the gig, and I'm like, I run right to the bathroom. I'm like, I barely make it to the bathroom. I'm emptying and I apologize for such a graphic story while we're having such a nice meal, but I'm emptying whatever. I remember, they're like, we need Pepto or something immediately. He's not gonna make it on stage. Gary's stretching. He's at like 30 minutes in. I'm like trying to make it on stage. They hand me a Pepto through the broken door that I broke. Through that little hole in the wall. They just hand me the Pepto. I was like, this is the saddest weekend.
I'm making another cocktail. I'm making another.
Do you have
Yeah,
sweet
well,
vermouth?
I thought we were going to do the Kappa.
Do you want to do a Campari on ice with the? Do we have a?
Campari soda's nice too. If you want to be like
But
an
he said-
Italian.
but he
Campari
got-
soda's a little aggressive. You need a little prosecco to cut the Campari. You know what? Can you see if we have sweet vermouth in the house? I'm pretty sure we
bitters.
do. And bitters.
And a maraschino
I'm
cherry.
a fucking mess. And this food was so fucking good.
It was so
It was
good.
so
Too good.
fucking good, and I
Hey,
can't
Bert,
believe
for
it.
real, man?
I
For
really
real.
can't believe
It
it
was
got
so
so
damn good.
I
This
can't
was
believe we
fucking
did this. I can't. This
phenomenal.
is the one where I go, there's no way I'm gonna fuck up the steak. I'm gonna fuck up the fucking potatoes. It was
No, I'm
so
gonna tell you,
good.
Bert, like steak is my obsession, and I was doubtful because of your technique, but you had the experience
You
of
killed
cooking
it,
them that
dude.
way, and it came out perfect.
Dude, that makes
came out
me
perfect,
that
man.
makes my dick hard. Wait, can I? So what do you need?
I think there's sweet vermouth behind you.
Where?
One more back. Right there.
Is this is sweet
Yeah.
vermouth?
Yeah.
See,
And
that's
do
what
you
I
have,
mean.
do you
That's what
have-
I mean. She's the part. She's
And you
the,
got bitters.
she's the part of
bitters?
your. She's the part of your brain.
And do you have
She's the part of your brain.
I have
Do you have a
I have
shaker or
9
fucking-
parts of my brain.
Do you have a
Right.
shaker?
Yeah.
And ice. We need
Like
some
Yeah.
ice too.
Yeah, we do.
she frees up part of your brain
Does
to
this
be,
work?
Yeah,
to be
let's do it.
creative. You know what I mean?
What kind
Yeah.
of glasses do you want?
I mean, these glasses work. I probably need a new one if I'm gonna start straight. Yeah.
Yeah. What do we? How do,
I'll make a Manhattan right here.
You know, because remember earlier when he asked us, you guys feel like some of the best comics in the world? We were like, no, because it's like so often people go, you're a genius, and then you go, where are my socks? You know what I mean?
Well, you need to also shut those voices out if you want to stay on the right path. Like if I'm not,
I have
you got to ignore a lot of compliments in order to
well,
succeed.
Well, if you ignore the haters, why am I going to take in the compliment?
Well, that's
Oh,
what
that's my fucking. When I wrote my book, my dad texted me. He goes, "Great review of your book," and I go, "I don't want to see these because if I give that quality, if I quantify that, I got to quantify the shit ones,
You
and
just
I'm not
have
going
to-
to quantify the shit
You
ones."
just have to keep the healthy voices around.
Yeah,
and
well,
not
that's why you
think
need
too high
you
yourself.
need
Yeah.
friends that you need friends that
What do you
care.
need? Ice?
Ice and maybe just like a shot glass just to measure this shit.
Yeah, you need friends. You need friends that love you enough to talk to tell you.
Yeah, throw it in there.
You know, to tell you when you're fucking up too.
Yeah.
But like nobody will talk shit to you like Joe and Tom. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh.
And you need those. You need them to like bring you to earth.
You need them. You need them too, and then you need to also understand sometimes that you see things a different way.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's so funny.
They don't know every fucking thing.
And I think Ari is a really interesting dude when you talk about. Oh, look at these glasses.
Being insane.
No, when Ari, the way Ari sees comedy, he really gives a fuck about it. And so that's the cool thing about Ari is that he gives a fuck about it in a different way.
He's got integrity.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, cheers, gentlemen.
Bodega
This has been a
Cat
fun fucking
Manhattan?
episode.
Bodega Hat Manhattan.
Good steak and taters.
That's not bad.
That's great.
That's really good.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what, Bert? All in all, man, I
Is the show over?
No, I feel like it's a good stopping
Am I
point.
gonna make my
I thought
flight?
you were like, oh no, man, it's been a
No,
great
man,
experience.
I would fly here. I would fly here anytime.
How
to
far
fucking
is it to
cook with you,
LAX
man.
from here?
Dude, thank you.
Next time I cook.
How much? Oh, I'm
Hey,
good.
that's
I'll
a
do
done
it.
deal.
Yeah, next time I will
That's a
do.
done deal.
I'll cook and I'll interview you while I'm cooking.
We got to do part 2 of this. Us
yeah.
three again.
Yeah, like
You
let
wanna do
me
it?
let
I
me
think
and
we
Sam do
should.
the cooking.
Let them know your availability, and I'll fucking
Yeah,
bring,
let's fucking do it,
bring
yeah.
you guys out in a heartbeat. This is a great fuck. What I love is
This is a good app.
What I love is I know the difference between LA comics and New York comics, and Austin comics and New York comics and LA comics. I know the difference. But I don't see it now.
He's
at
not
my-
how I picture LA comics.
No,
Like,
but
neither are you.
no, he is not.
Well, because
yeah.
here's what I don't like about that is there's this tendency amongst comics to, because you're a New York comic in the sense that you started in New York. Your comedy was shaped by New York.
He is the
right.
possibly the most New York comic there is.
And then,
actually,
and then there's
Colin Quinn is the most New York
There's
comic.
people that
Yeah.
there's
Quinn
people-
is number 1.
Yeah, but then there's
Attell
people,
is
there's people
too.
that sucked somewhere else. Like they sucked in Indiana, and then they moved to New York, and they go, I'm a New York comic.
Yeah.
And they talk shit to LA comic. It's like, I'm not an LA comic. I started in San Diego. That's where I got funny.
I just think of you as a joke guy. you
Yeah,
know? And I
yeah,
think
so-
of Bert
so
as
like-
as a top one of the
so like-
best story guys in the game. I mean, like I think of story comics. I think of like Bert, Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries is so fucking
Yeah,
good.
but you're
Oh,
not,
he's-
you're
He
not-
is.
I'm a huge
And he's
fan.
low key, doesn't let you know he's a story guy, but he is a story guy. He told a joke. So last night, for Tim and Whitney, who are coming over soon, I said we should do duck foie gras,
Oh my God.
a goose foie gras, and Jim Jeffries
Duck or goose?
has goose. I think
Okay.
goose is the best one.
Okay.
But Jim Jeffries has possibly. I would never write a joke about goose foie gras, and Jim Jeffries has a better joke about goose foie gras than I have anything in my new
know
hour.
the joke.
It's fucking amazing.
Now,
Jim is a
my
brilliant
favorite
comic.
joke of his was when he was like fuck pandas, because you know what I'm talking about? He's like they're the only
endangered.
species
Yeah.
that's endangered because they won't fuck.
Yeah.
Because they try to make them mate. He was like, you could put me in a cage with anything,
It's a great bit.
anything, for 6 months, and I'll fuck it. That's my favorite.
Jim's
like,
a brilliant comic. I mean,
Yeah. He's a
brilliant
I think
comic.
of his. I mean, the story about taking the friend with muscular dystrophy to a brothel is like.
yeah, he's the only good Australian comic.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Shots fired.
Leave that in.
James Smith is great.
I'm just kidding.
Shout
I'm
out
kidding.
to James Smith.
I'm kidding.
Leave it in, but James Smith is great. I love you, James. I miss
Gentlemen,
you.
Sam, you have to catch a flight.
I know.
Yeah.
I now wish I didn't fucking book this flight because we could have done this for another 2 hours.
I could finish that bottle of
We did.
we did, yeah.
We finished a bottle of Bodega Cat.
Hold on. We didn't actually finish it.
Well, okay.
Hold
well,
on.
Well,
We got 5 minutes.
we got 5 minutes. Yeah.
Gentlemen, I've
Love
said
you
this at the
guys.
beginning and I'll say this at the end. You are two of the best guys in the game. It is a privilege to be your friend, more importantly, but it's fun to do shit with you guys. You guys deliver all the time. I love you guys. I really do. Cheers.
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 Sam, congrats on the whiskey.
Congrats on the special.
Congrats
Thank
on
you,
the
man.
special.
Yeah, Netflix,
Oh, yeah.
same time tomorrow.
Oh,
Please watch
plug
it.
the pod, BS with Brian Simpson on all platforms.
Yeah. Shout out to Austin.
Netflix, same time tomorrow, and we might be drunk with Mark Norman. You got to come on.
I will do that. Yeah.
We've had Bert on. That was an epic one. 3 hours. I mean, maybe our most epic episode was Bert. So, I mean, we've had amazing guests on there. You got to be
one-
on.
You guys just had Burr on?
Bert was great.
Yeah,
Segura was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from New York. and,
We just had Lewis Black on, who was epic.
No
Told
way.
stories about fucking going to Epstein's home.
yeah, I'm going to
Incredible.
Caroline's in February.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
set it
hopefully
up. Set it up. That would be
Absolutely.
fucking great.
Yeah.
And no, we might be drunk, games with names, all that shit.
Awesome.
I'm down.
Cheers,
man.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Something's
Cheers.
burning. Go to
Burning.
BertieBoyProductions.com to see the full extended episode. I love you guys. Boom.
That was killer, right?
That was a great episode, man.
Something's burning.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.